What TV shows do you watch? Lately, I've been into, what's that show? Oh, it's on Netflix. I've been into, like, these crime documentaries. They're so good. They got me hooked. Miss Brit 66, yes. Have I seen Big Little Lies? No. Crab, do you smoke? I recently started smoking weed. I did get approval from my psychiatrist because, as you know, I do take antidepressants. And they were becoming slightly ineffective. The antidepressants were to help me sleep, stabilize my moods, and increase my appetite. And I stopped sleeping on the medication. Yes, they deveined my scrimps, or I wouldn't eat them. I'm very particular about that. BAM forever. Yes, we're fine. Little Mexico. Not all weed is best for depression. You have to know, first and foremost, you can't just self-diagnose yourself or other people. Like, you have to be officially diagnosed by not just a therapist, but a psychiatrist. Because you need to know what type of strain to smoke. Like, I don't smoke, when I do smoke weed, I don't smoke to just be high. Toy Shab, they picked the cast by asking us who we know. Do we have submissions? And if that person has enough, has cast connections outside of us that are strong enough, they'll, like, you know, do like a audition tape or whatever. Some make it, some don't. I don't know if Omarion has spoken out about anything, but look, I may be a lot of things, but a messy liar is not one of them. So just because I don't see eye to eye with Drew and April on the way they make certain decisions, not the decisions themselves. I want to make one thing very clear. The choices that they make are not my issue, nor are they any of my business. Right? I don't sleep in their bed at night. I'm not welcome in their home. They're not welcome in mine. Drew and I share a child that April is now blessed enough to know and have in her presence. And my only issue is the way they go about decision making. That's it. I could totally respect them both if they just said, you know what, the way that we initiated this friendship was whack. Yeah, we were cool when, you know, O and April were together. But we ended up really, really, really getting closer and bonding over our common disdain for this one individual. But we've always found each other to be attractive. We've always enjoyed each other's company. All of that, right? Then we just so happened to fall in love. I can respect that. I can understand that. I can support that. Will happily foster and nurture that positive relationship in front of my son for as long as they choose to be together. But I legitimately, which is legitimately and literally, I can't with the like, I can understand not wanting to, like, I can also understand not wanting to come out right away and say, oh, we're a couple, until you really know what it is between yourselves. But if that's the route that you want to take, then be completely secretive about it. So, in other words, don't say, stop calling people trolls, stop telling people you don't owe them an explanation, stop calling people nosy, stop asking people why they're so concerned. People have the right to have an opinion, myself included, about whatever it is that we put out there, right? So, I guess what I'm really trying to say is if you guys are flaunting your relationship, whatever the nature of the relationship was in the beginning, you guys are flaunting that, right? No one asked you for that. You guys offered that. You guys volunteered that. Okay, great, right? And then you force feed everyone a lie. And then you call people trolls. You call people disrespectful. It's like all these things. You want to know why people are so invested. We as public figures put ourselves on the front lines, and our show wouldn't be successful if people weren't invested. Bottom line, people are invested in me. People are invested in Lyrica. People are invested in A1 and the nature of their relationship. People are invested in Princess. People are invested in Ray J. People are invested in Tierra. People are invested in Brooke. They're invested in Marcus. They're invested in my baby daddy. They're invested in April. So if at the end of the day, if you don't want people to actually be invested, then keep your life to yourself. Don't be mad when you showcase it, lie about what it is, only to, in the long run, come out and tell the truth. So I don't have a problem with them being in a relationship. I still don't. And what's crazy is this. I never said that they were sleeping together. I never said that they were in a relationship, because if you want to know the truth, I really didn't think that they were that low down and dirty. No lie. Like, people used to ask me all the time, and I used to be like, guys, I highly doubt it. I think it's just for attention. I don't think that they would actually go there. Like, how would it ever work? Like, I never said that they were sleeping together or in a relationship, because I actually didn't think that would be the case. So it didn't dawn on me that was a possibility until it's glitching because I'm running low on battery power, so I'm trying to find a charger real quick before I lose you guys. Them being in a relationship or sleeping together didn't even dawn on me actually until that holiday when I was on live with April, and she was so invested as to what my issue with the father of my child was. When she kept questioning me about that, I was like, okay, something doesn't seem right. Something doesn't feel right. This is weird. But, until either one of them actually says it to me, then it's just hearsay. So I never alleged that they were sleeping together because, one, I don't give a fuck, and two, because I just didn't think they'd be that ridiculous. Right? So, if I had to be on one other reality show, what would it be? Naked and Afraid. What is my family dynamic like after being on Dr. Phil? That's a good one. There's been a lot of healing that's taken place because Dr. Phil was dishonest in his promise to properly help my brother. And so it kind of forced us to come together as a family to support each other. There was really not much that my sister or myself could actually do, but, you know, be there as much as we could. And I kind of sucked at it, to be completely honest. I have a tendency to emotionally detach in scenarios like that. What other business do I have besides singing? I am desperately trying to focus and get my clothing line done. I should do it, Best Reality Blog. What channel are they on? Naked and Afraid. Would you guys watch me if I went on Naked and Afraid? There's nothing going on with me and Kay, Michelle. She accused me of lying about my grandfather's health status, which was not true. I didn't lie. And she blindsided me with that on camera a few times, and since then we haven't spoken. I love her. I've experienced such amazing things with her. She's very supportive. Well, I've had really great times with her. I've experienced a really soft side of Kay that a lot of you would never know existed. But that was really hurtful. And yeah. ID channel? Will you and Drew ever be friends again? I can't foresee us being friends, no. But I am prayerful and hopeful that he'll be able to offer me a sincere apology one day, accept responsibility, take accountability and ownership for all of his fucking fuckery and disrespect, and at which point I'm willing to start over as co-parents with a clean slate. But friends, no. I can't get with his character. Nothing trustworthy about him as a man. I won't have to explain his dad's situation to him. He'll have to explain his situation to his son. My biggest fear is dying a slow, painful death. April and I don't get along. April and I don't not get along. April just exists. Do I hate Cisco? No, I don't hate anybody. I'm not bothered. I'm answering the questions as they come in. Are you planning to have another baby anytime soon? Absolutely not. How do you think your relationship will affect Cam once he's older? I don't know. It's hard to say. Cameron is very much like me. He's an empath, so he feels everything. I don't have to say anything. I don't have to say anything to Cameron. He just kind of adopts whatever the mood is in the room. So I don't know. Because I don't know. I do not dislike Tiffany. Not at all. Describe the Atlanta reunion in one word. Oh my goodness. I can't describe it. I was so drunk. A blip. I don't remember. I did answer your question about her. Yes, we're together. Was Rich is about old man pesos. Rich inspired the song, but it wasn't necessarily about him. It was just about the fact that I'm not the type of woman that requires materialistic goods. And I'm not the woman that needs a man, I want a man. Well, needed a man, I wanted a man. And I'm not the woman that's going to ask for the bags and the this and the that. I'm the woman that's going to ask for the time, ask for the loyalty, because at the end of the day, the materialistic shit doesn't mean shit. What is my ideal stepmom for Cam? First and foremost, someone who doesn't ever touch my kid, ever, for any reason. Don't do his hair, he has a daddy. Don't whoop him, he has a daddy. Don't you snatch him up, he has a daddy. Don't you tuck that boy into his bed because he has a daddy. Don't you pop that boy in his mouth because he has a goddamn daddy. And when you put his plate on the table, bitch, don't graze his cute little baseball mitten shaped hands either. You don't need to console him. He has a daddy. And then she has to don't bathe him because he's damn near grown. If he needs help, he has a daddy. Don't pick him up and put him over the puddle, bitch. He got rain boots and a daddy. So just don't touch my son for any reason. That's one. Secondly, be conscious of your actions and how they emotionally affect my child. Be mindful of your behavior. Always be ladylike in the presence of my child. I want his stepmother to set an example as well as to what a lady is and how she's supposed to carry herself, how she's supposed to demand she be treated by the men in her life. And I want him to respect her. I want him to be able to respect his stepmom. And lastly, be respectful to his actual mother. Why can't she pick him up? Because I said, motherfucker said so. Don't touch my son. Don't tickle him, bitch. He got a daddy. Is Cam musically talented like Fizz and yourself? He's musically talented like his mother. She can hold a note.